Hey, so this is going to be a quick video on the randomness options in Grainferno. So right now I have this sample loaded up. To make any knob in Grainferno random per grain, I can just link the randomness modulator to the knob via drag and drop. So I'll drag from the randomness onto the pan, and let's adjust the amount so it's a little more exaggerated. So let's turn the scan off, and so it's just the static position in the waveform. So right now we have a completely random value per grain for the panning, but if we start to smooth this out, so there's just a smoothing knob in the modulator. Now each grain still has a random value, but it kind of smooths in between the random values, so it's not as aggressive, the randomness. So if you want to tone down the randomness, but you still want a wide range of randomness, that's a great option. Another thing that we could do is we could use this remap curve to actually define where the random positions could be. It'll still pick a random X position in this graph, right? So it'll go left to right, pick a random position there, but the actual random position we'll get out is the height. So the Y position, how high the graph is. So that means we'll either have the lowest position or the highest position, and pretty much an equal chance of getting either one. And so what that means for the pan is we should have a random either left, completely left, or completely right pan position. And let's hear that. Okay, so that's super aggressive. It needs a smoothing, but it's not going to smooth in the Y position, it's just the X positions. So it stays either left or right for longer, but it's still hard left or right. Let's also map the randomness to pitch. This is going to be a very extreme effect with random pitches, but I'll have you pay attention to these kind of live modulation arcs, these green arcs. Let's turn the smoothing down. So as you may be able to tell, they're actually different amounts for the pan and the pitch. They're different random values every time. And this is also the case if I smooth it out. So we'll have a kind of smooth random signal for pitch, a smooth random signal for pan. And we could extend that to the filter as well. And we could play with the smoothing. So we're getting a ton of randomness there. And so this smooth randomness per knob is a very unique feature that Grainferno has, and it allows you to really make very kind of slowly moving random patches. But I just mentioned that it's going to be a different random number per knob that it's linked to. But actually, this doesn't need to be the case. So we have random 1 and random 2, and these each have their own smoothing. So if you want very smooth out randomness and a not smooth out randomness, you can jump between random 1 and random 2 for those different smoothing amounts. But for CRAND, that also has a smoothing, but CRAND works by generating the same random number per knob that it's linked to. So let's try that with pan and pitch again. And now hopefully you'll be able to notice, and I'll make this bipolar. Hopefully you'll be able to notice that the left grains, now the ones that are panned left, will also be low in pitch, because that's the modulated down to the left here, modulated down to the left here, and the ones that are panned right will be higher in pitch. And let's make it a little bit slower so that's more easily noticeable. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So we have a kind of linkage between the panning and the pitch with the randomness. It's still a completely random value, but it's linked for the pitch and the pan. And we can, again, smooth that out if we want to. I just showed you what you can control and what kind of things you have control over, but obviously I just scratched the surface of what you can actually do with these modulators. So yeah, hopefully people are able to make good use of them. If you are interested in some other people's ideas, definitely go to the Baby Audio forums and you can discuss how other people are using Grainferno and the randomness modulators and all sorts of other things.